today we're starting in a creative copy of our world, our server world. So, perks of being the server admin, I happen to have backups of the worlds, and I took a backup to look at a flower forest by our pillager area. So this is in that same zone. This is where our pillager fort is. It's over there, and this is where our fort is for doing the manual raids. And then our auto raid farm is over that way. But I was just kind of looking in the area, and it just so happens that we built this next to a flower farm or a flower forest. And what's cool about flower forests is they have like this flower map, which is why like there's these cool patterns in the ground. So like this this blue flower here, like it always spawns here. So if we get bone meal, we actually pick something in a flower forest, like this purple flower. So it's purple. It's purple. One more time. Purple. So like it'll always be the same thing. So I mapped out, I think this is the chunk. I was flying around just kind of checking the different patches, and I found this area. So if we were to farm this chunk, or this small area, we would get white flowers, blue flowers, light gray flowers, pink flowers, more light gray flowers, orange, red, magenta, I believe? More red, yellow. Did I say orange? I don't remember anymore. But we'd get a good chunk of the dyes. And that's what I want to work on today, is seeing how many of the dyes we can get. And ideally, we'll get all 16 today. I don't know about black. Black's probably going to be one of the harder dyes to get. But we should be able to get 15, 14 of them, whichever ones don't require black, today. And then maybe we'll start on black today. I don't know. You'll have to stick through and find out. But I'm going to find the coordinates of these boxes I drew, and I'm going to um, place them on our server so that I have that area marked out for doing a flower farm. So I'm over here in the survival world, and you saw the flower farm and you saw those spots that I marked out that I want to do to the farm, and this is that patch of stuff. So I don't have any bone meal on me because why would I be prepared for shooting a video? Yeah, these have bones in them. No, because why would I be prepared to shoot a video? That's fine. But I am going to hook up some redstone. I got a plan. I'm not actually sure if it'll work, but that's the fun of this, right? We get to figure it out together of why my design sucks and doesn't work. So I'm gonna go hook up some redstone, and I'll bring you back when I'm a little farther along. Just putting the last couple touches on the collection system of the flower farm. That doesn't look right. I guess it's source. Okay. So if this works, it'll be fun because it would work the first try, and nothing ever works the first try. So let's give it a go. So what should happen is I should flick this lever, and then come up top, and yeah, oh, that's almost what I wanted to see. Oh right, the water on the sides would flick out. Okay, but it's basically working. I just got to put a border on the outside to keep the water in. That is pretty chill though. Just watching the water fall down. Oh, and I made a mob farm underneath. Awesome. Cool. Let me put up the sides and then I'll show you it working. Okay, trial 2, and apparently I have to be careful because I only have one rocket, so get one take at it. Just fly up and yeah, that was looking nice. So here it is, the water all kind of shoots out, and then when we flick the lever again, I guess we'll just pillar up for this one. You'll see the water retracts. And so the idea is that the flowers will grow here on these platforms, and then when I want to harvest them, I'll pull the water down, it'll flush all the flowers to the middle, I'll have hoppers or something here to pick them up, and then I'll push the water back up, grow more flowers, and then do it again. So now I need to get bone meal underneath here to grow the flowers on the top of it. And then I need to hook it up to some sort of clock so that it all runs automatically. And I'm going to have to play with the timing of it to get it right. I don't actually know how long I'm going to need to leave the hoppers or the water open to push all the flowers to the middle. But I'll play with it. Figure it out. But I will bring you back when there's more progress. Okay, so I haven't tested this, so we're going to see if it works together. But I hooked up the dispensers underneath, and so I power all the dispensers, they shoot bone meal up into the ground, I activate the water streams, should break all the flowers, they end up in the middle, I turn off the water stream, give it a second for the water to stop, bone meal, water. Yeah, it's looking good. One more for good measure. I also put some lights up here. Oh, I'm bad at this game. There we go. Put some lights up there. I replaced the stone bricks with glowstone, and the way the dispensers are set up, they only cover in a 7-block diameter. So this inner row of grass isn't actually being used to grow plants on. So I figured, might as well make use of it for something. So I put glowstone along it to kind of like the wake up the torches, and I hope this is lit up enough that I won't spawn mobs. I might need some more lighting, but I'll find out. So the next step is to get some collection systems. It'll probably just be hoppers, but I might see if I can figure out how to do it with water streams, so I don't need to use 10 billion hoppers for it. But the reason I don't want to use water streams is because I would have to place like a half slab every 8 blocks or so to spawn a new water source, and then I have the problem of what happens if the items land on that slab. They land in between the two water pieces, and I don't have a good solution for that. So the solution seems to be hoppers. So I'm gonna go get more iron and hoppers. Cause I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't have any on me. So I'll go find those and put together a collection system, and it'll be fully automated. Ain't it just a thing of beauty? So I hooked up hoppers in the middle to collect all the drops, and I hooked it all underneath up to a hopper clock, so it shoots it out, or shoots the bone meal out, and then it releases the water, waits a minute to make sure the water gets everything to the middle, cuts the water off, waits a little bit to make sure the water all goes away, and then it goes again. I can show you underneath. Here's the hopper clock. It's using 16 items, and it's just a standard hopper clock. I had to do a little bit of redstone trickery. This is just a small signal, so basically when we get on, we immediately shoot bone meal, and then we wait 3 ticks plus the 1 tick for the torch, so 4 ticks total before we release the water. That just gives it time to make sure all the bone meal does its thing. I don't know. I could probably do less, but it's working, so why mess with it? And then the hoppers all run along the side and bring the items down here, and oh boy, that's a lot of flowers. Okay, see them all coming in. They just get all deposited here, and now I have all kinds of dyes. I'm set. I'm going to run it for a little bit to see if I can get some of... I'm actually curious. Are we backed up in any of these? Oh, yeah, we're backed up. So we have the fun, we get too many items too quickly problem? Okay. Are they sitting on top of the hoppers? Because I guess as long as they're not sitting on top of the hoppers, it's not a problem. Sitting on top of the hoppers for a moment. I'm going to watch it for a little bit and see if there's any problems with it, like sitting on top. Yeah. Well, seems to go away rather quickly. I guess that's what, because hoppers... Will they pick up on top of themselves before they pick up from the one behind them? I don't actually know. But I'm gonna watch it for a minute to make sure there's no problems collecting items. Because what I don't want to happen is I don't want the system to super back up in these like if it backs up in these hoppers and then after I turn it off it takes 5 minutes to put it all in the chest, I could care less. What I don't want to happen is I don't want items sitting up here causing lag and then just despawning and we don't get them. That's not a good scenario. But if they just sit in this hopper train forever, waiting to get in the chests, that's not as big of an issue to me. So I'm gonna sit here and watch for a little bit, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so maybe watched it for 15 minutes or so. I don't know. Only half timed it, and you can see they're definitely building up on top of the hoppers. So this is gonna need to be looked at, see if there's a faster way to get them out of here. But, I mean, for now, the solution is just, like, run it for 15 minutes and then turn it off. And, actually curious. What do we have after... Yeah, so... we take out this. We have, a lot of flowers. There's a bit of them in here. And, presumably, like, this is all backed up. Yeah. Why didn't these stack? Oh, I know why. These aren't stacking because they picked it up, like, there was a different flower here, like maybe there was a white flower in this spot, and then it picked up 2 blue flowers and put them here, and then the white flowers got cleared out, and then when this spot opened up, because it was cleared out, they got more blue flowers, so, that's annoying, but not the end of the world. Okay, I'm gonna let the system drain and get like a total count after it drains just to see how good our distribution between the different types of flowers is. I might actually make a composter as well and just start composting some of this wheat seeds because I have no need for all these wheat seeds. Yeah. Taking a look. It's pretty balanced. A lot of the gray ones, right? Because white tulips are dumb. White tulips make light gray dye. They don't make white. Yeah. Why would the thing called white tulip make white dye? So lots of light gray dye. Not a lot of yellow. That's okay. I think you can get yellow from sunflowers, which is a plant that you can bone meal to make more of. So I'm gonna go track down a sunflower, and that'll fulfill my yellow needs. And this farm will just give me a lot of other colors, other than yellow. Okay, so here we go. I don't know if I showed you this, but this is, I got 2 composters, and I chuck seeds on the top, and I get bone meal at the bottom, and, I ran through all the seeds, and we got 59 bone meal, which, I mean, how many did we use? Let's put it in the context. A lot. So we used 58 out of each of them. So we used 580, and we get Okay, so we get like 10% back. That's not bad, but I can just do this and get all the yellow I could possibly need. Boom, yellow dye. Yeah, that's blue backwards, awesome. Cool, there's the yellow dye. And give me a moment, I'm gonna go figure out exactly what colors we can't make. And then I will figure out a plan to get those colors. Okay, so I actually made an Excel spreadsheet of all the colors and how you can get them. And the ones I can't get from this flower farm are green, brown, black, purple, cyan, gray, and lime. Though I can use red and blue to make purple. And then once I get green and black, I can use those with other flowers in the farm to make cyan, gray, and lime. So really all I need to do is I need to make a green dye farm, a brown dye farm, and a black dye farm still. And then that will get me all the other flowers. So green is cactus, that's easy. Brown is cocoa, which is also easy. I just haven't done one of those in a while, so I'll mess it up once and move on with my life. And then black is wither roses or ink sacs, which both suck to get. Though I saw a nifty design for wither roses, so I think that's the one I'm gonna go with. So I've done some thinking, and I don't want to live in the cliffs forever. And I know I dropped a hint that I'm going to be building a base in the future, and we're at the future. So I was in my testing world. I went through a couple different houses, kind of put some up, just mix them with some blocks. But at the end of the day, something just felt iconic about just oh well, rip. Felt iconic about these couple blocks. Just some cobblestone, some oak, and some oak wood. Just like it's not the most fantastic design in the world, but it just has a very Minecrafty feel. And at the end of the day, what else do you need in a base? I got a bed, craft table. I can cook things in a furnace. See, I've done some smelting. I can store stuff in chests. It's great. So I don't see what else I'll need in a potential base. Um, but that's the end of the episode. So next episode, we're going to start constructing my amazing, super awesome mega base, which you see it. I got plans. And yeah. So if you liked the video, would appreciate a like. And if you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate you subscribing. But see you next week. Bye.